Here we are at the 2012 FLW Cup at the Gwinnett Convention Center. Lake Lanier is the Lake of the Week for this 2012 championship. We got with us Randy Hopper, president of Fish Holdings Company and Ranger Boats and Stratos and Triton and all the great boats you manufacture now. But, you know, each year that we come to the FLW Cup, we've grabbed Randy to try to get a State of the Union address, and we're going to do that again because we think it's a lot of fun to hear from somebody who's in the business 24/7 as to what's going on today and what's going on in the marketplace. And obviously the last 3 years has been a lot of change in your company. Now you're really solidified with your three brands and manufacturing everything out of flipping. But let's talk about the new products and just what's going on in the business today, because it is still changing.
Yeah, well, you know, generally, I can't remember exactly what we said last year, but I know it would have been along the lines that we were bringing other brands. We acquired Stratos and Triton. We brought them into Flippin, Arkansas to the Ranger plant, and we integrated that production into our facility there. And we did that, so people understand, we did that because of this downturn that we've had in the last, 4 or 5 years has been tremendous on no matter what business you're in or the ones that I'm associated with. So what we wanted to do, although we're slowly building back and the momentum is there, but we wanted to, we have like 600,000 square feet of manufacturing space, and we have a big footprint, and we wanted to utilize as much of that as we could. And so that's why we did what we did. We also did what we did because they were both good brands, and in the marketplace that we participate in, they were already had a distribution network, and they had a customer base. So we felt like we could enhance that. We had good people associated with both of those brands, and so that's what we did. So we fast forward now, and we're over 2 years into it, and the plan has really worked. I mean, it really has. If you're a business person, you know that you have to figure out a way to leverage up your fixed cost. The lights don't burn any brighter if you're building 20 boats a day than if you're building 15 or 16 or 18 or whatever. So that's really what that was about. That's working, and now the business has started to pick up. We just finished our dealer meeting in Branson, Missouri, the Ranger and Stratos dealer meeting, and we had a tremendous success there. The business has picked up double-digit onto retail end, and of course that fuels the wholesale side. That's really what drives the bus, the customers. We have such a great, I'll say it over and over, our customers have made us, and they're loyal to us, and they're loyal because we try to take care of the customer, and that's our philosophy. But right now we took a lot of orders at the dealer meeting, so we're busy and we're ramping up our production for the fall.
Well, and here at the show, you do a great job of showcasing your new product on the Ranger side and Stratus side for 2013. Right here, we've got the new 1850 Regatta. Yep. We've got a redesigned 520C that, really hasn't changed much in 3 years or 4 years, and you had a major overhaul internally of that boat. We just did some walkarounds on both those boats, and they're fabulous new products.
Well, thank you. I tell you, I don't believe I have ever been any more excited about a product line than the 520C. That is the third generation of the Z boat. In 2004, we introduced a totally revolutionary new design in the Z product, and that was for a 2005 model year. Later, we changed that to Z520C. Z520. That was the second version, and now the Z520C is the third generation of that. And we literally had every part in that boat reapply for its job. And we started at the bow, and we went out the back, and it's very, very feature rich. It is absolutely the epitome of what a bass boat needs to be. It's the best looking, in my opinion, and I'm very biased, but in my opinion, it's the best looking, it's the best built, and it's the most fishable boat we've ever built. If you go over to the 1850 side, more of a multi-species family, that market's been growing. We've kind of carved out that niche, and we're seeing people with families. I have grandkids now. I've been with Ranger 43 years. That wasn't my issue when 40 years ago, but I got grandkids now. I want to put more kids in the boat, and it just, that kind of product really has a place these days. We built a little Z. By today's standard, it's a little. We introduced it. It's a Z117, 17-footer, 115 rated boat. A lot of people, that's a big boat, and it's all the boat you need. And it looks just like its big brothers. It's a beautiful boat. It's already been more successful than we thought it would be. We took more orders for it, honestly, at the dealer meeting than I thought we'd sell all year. So it's phenomenal. The business is not on fire, but the business has life. We're doing great. We're gaining market share. Most of all, we're bringing great product to a great customer base.
Yeah, you can feel it. I mean, walking around, I think the crowds today are solid for a Friday. Yeah. We know tomorrow and Sunday are going to be good.
They will be.
Walking down to the Stratos booth earlier, I think you relaunched the 176 down there this year.
We did, new 176 Velo. And we took a 189 Velo, an all-new approach on the Stratos side last year. We introduced that boat. It's called a 189. It's out of the box. I mean, everything on it's different. We said, you know what, wouldn't it be nice to have a 60 horsepower rated? It's actually 75, but we sell 60s on most of those. A boat with a 60 horsepower for under $17,000 that had those neat features, why not? And that's what we did. We introduced that boat, so you're going to see a lot of them out there this year too.
Well, you know, again, people that love bass fishing and want to tournament fish sometimes think that, hey, if we don't spend $25,000, $30,000, we can't get into a tournament bass boat. Right. Well, that's not true. Mm-hmm. You can get into the 176 at a very affordable price, and it's a great, great product. When you brought it out 4 years ago, whatever the time period was, yeah. You had a great ad, and it was 3 guys on the bow standing on one side, and that boat was level as day.
We did, you know, we went right up against the aluminum product because at that time the price was almost identical, and it's not very much different now. But we showed you the difference in the stability. And, you know, you can have a boat that's fiberglass, that has great styling, and you know, it's quiet, it's foam-filled, it's super product for very little more money. And people recognize that. If we get a chance to show them a 176 Velo, we've got them hooked.
Yeah, I believe it. Well, Randy, a lot of good, exciting things happening, not just at Fish Holdings Company and all your boat brands, but I think the business in general is better. I think the numbers are better on the tournament side. Anglers are getting back out and fishing again. We knew it wasn't going to be an overnight process, but finally there's some progress.
Yeah, that's right. And you know, that's really the lifeblood of our business. And the tournament organizations have showed a better increase this year, perhaps in the past 3 years combined. People are fishing, they're going fishing, and you know what? They're catching fish. Bull Shoals, Arkansas, just right by our plant, Bull Shoals Lake, is the best it's been in my memory. And that's not unusual. There's a lot of places that you can go catch fish. You know, I don't really like to fish, I like to catch. And a lot of people do. And so that just makes the business better. But to your point, on the tournament scene, it's growing. We've got people. TBF's got a high school initiative going on. It's unbelievable. The college thing that FLW and TBF are doing is growing by leaps and bounds. So you put all those together, and we've got I think we got a good future. But we have to invest in our future, and that's what our company has always done. Forrest Wood, you know, he set the foundation for that. You know, you got to be a giver, not just a taker. And so we've always tried to help build a platform for our customers to enjoy. And that's what we say. You know, we're here at the Forrest Wood Cup. That's the pinnacle. But everywhere, at every ramp, every weekend, we've got venues that we're sponsoring and helping with to give people a place to go and have fun and enjoy the products that we build.
Speaking of catching, let's not fail to mention that yesterday Jacob Wheeler caught almost 22 pounds of fish on Lake Lanier, which is notoriously a very clear, spot-oriented lake. And he found some largemouth yesterday. So what a way to start the 2012 FLW Cup.
I heard about that. I wasn't here yesterday, but I talked to George Cochran this morning. George Cochran said he caught largemouth too in shallow water. George, not to rub it in George, but this is the first year he hadn't qualified, maybe ever. But he was kind of like a caged cat in this booth earlier today, wishing he was out there. Yeah. So the adrenaline is flowing.
It's awesome. Well, Randy, great seeing you. Congratulations on a really good year, and congratulations on the progress that not just you have made, but really the whole industry's coming back a little bit. It's nice to be a part of it and to see it. And if you're around and have thought about coming to the FLW Cup, let me tell you, the Gwinnett Convention Center and Civic Center, where the weigh-in takes place, is a fabulous venue.
It is. It's a great venue, and the parking is good. You know, it's not hard to get in and out like some of the places we've been to. So I think it's a great place to see the pros, look at our new product, obviously, meet the people that you see on TV. Jimmy Houston, Hank Parker, all those guys are here. So it'll be a fun weekend.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you want to look at it online, you can go to www.rangerboats.com or www.stratusboats.com and check out all the models for 2012 and 2013. Randy, good seeing you. Folks, we'll see you next week.